Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. We are still on the Senzo Meyiwa Trial. Family, we are counting hours towards the verdict of the trial within a trial. Let's watch and listen to Attorney Ramosepele in this video as he continues to put more sense in his argument as to why the court must consider those confession statements inadmissible. The old man, Judge Rata, he forgets to give Ramosepele an opportunity to present his arguments without interrupting. He keeps on interrupting, family, as usual. So let's listen and watch.
Mine. Now, crucially, my lord, according to the AVL report testified to by Mr. Dupree, he testified that the Toyota Fortuner that accused number 2 was transported in was at the mine complex for a period of 7 hours. That period, my lord, is crucial when we come to what we term the torture of accused number 2, which I will come to towards the latter part of my submission, because, my lord, accused number 1 was asked whether when they booked him in the morning, in the morning of the 18th of June 2020, he had anything to eat, breakfast. He said he never did. And there's no evidence before this court that in that 7 hours at the mine complex, accused number 2 was given food, drink, or water. And furthermore, my lord...
Yeah, but the critical question is,
yes,
did all those guys, Moholela, even Mabena, if he was there, did they eat themselves? They themselves, did they eat? On the probabilities, as you argue.
My lord, the point is this. My point is this. According to the act that governs the prison guards, there are certain periods where the accused must be.
They are in the field, Mr.
Yes.
Ramosepele.
Yes.
They are in Carltonville.
Yes.
Now, I'm posing a rhetoric question to you.
Yes.
On the probabilities, as you are arguing the contrary.
Yes.
Did Mabena, Mohona, and Moholela eat for 7 hours, or they didn't even drink
no
water?
No evidence was led, so, my lord, I'll be misleading the court if I give an answer either way. No evidence was led in this court, my lord. I can't venture into speculation.
Okay.
Now, my lord, I was at the point where now Brigadier Gininda, Sergeant Mohola have left the mine complex. Later on, similarly, Mohane and Mabena, they live in the company of accused number 2. Let me pause it here, my lord. Also on this aspect of the 7 hours at the mine, accused number 2 has testified that bar for the period where he had to go through turnstiles, the entry gates that rotate, his handcuffs were taken temporarily, but other than that, he was in handcuffs throughout this period, and also those handcuffs similarly were tightly squeezed around his wrist, my lord. Now I take it on, my lord. Mohane Mabena live in the company of accused number 2, and he testified, Mohane, that they then went to the Alberton area because they had other further investigations to conduct, but they had decided to take accused number 2 with because he was going to be bought at the cells.
Okay. Yeah, let's traverse this thing again.
Yes.
So the 7 hours spent by Mahono, Mohale, and Mabena,
yes,
was it actually preoccupied with the investigation?
Sorry, my lord?
Was it preoccupied throughout because they were investigating? Or were they just wasting time, playing cards, drinking alcohol? What were they doing, according to them?
My lord, according to them, all I know from their evidence is that they went to HR.
Yeah.
They waited and spoke to Colonel Gininda. Then Colonel Gininda also became part of whatever investigations that were conducted at the mine complex, going to the hospital section and all of that. But whether that was done for the duration of the whole...
They also went to the hospital, you forgot about it.
That's what I'm saying.
They went to the HP. HR
and
first.
Yes,
they
HR
looked
first.
for whatever.
And then...
They got the documents.
Yes.
Then they came out.
Yes.
Then they went to HR.
No, they went to the medical section.
Medical
the hospital
section. You've got to
yes.
drive there, actually. You don't walk, if I remember the evidence.
Yes, but according to AVL, even if it was a drive, it's within the mine
but
complex.
It means they drove there.
Yes.
We saw the photos.
Yes, my lord.
And after that, because a document or two was not at hand, Tinina came and he went again back to HR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm not disputing that, my lord. The question from the court is that were they in that 7 hours preoccupied with that?
That's it, yeah.
I cannot give light to the court
fine,
on that
okay.
aspect.
Yeah. By the way, just as an afterthought, are police allowed, in terms of the law,
Yes.
not on a whim of their own,
Yes.
in terms of the law, to investigate for 48 hours? 48 hours,
Yes.
depending on the exigency of the case.
Yes.
Are they allowed to do that?
My lord.
Or they come to a stage, manje.
Unfortunately, I did not print it, my lord. Over the weekend, I went through 2 national instructions. It says, and I'll get that for the court during lunchtime. It says, in between the interrogations, between 48 hours, an accused person per every 24 hours must be given an 8 hours rest. But I'll get that for the court, my lord. Perhaps we'll go through it once I understand it properly.
That's a matter of common sense. Because
But
the police will tell you that they've dispersed a squad. Actually, it's our Minister of Police who normally wants to say that, who are going to cross night, go around the clock looking for Rata and his gang.
Yes.
Until they find him.
Yes. And then Mboto will say there were 40 useless police officers that investigated this matter that were fired.
Fine. All right.
Now, my lord, I said this aspect of Mohani, that they took accused number 2, as they are in Carltonville, rather than take him to Pretoria North, for him to be locked, secure in the cells, to make sure, my lord, being locked in the cells has got certain benefits to you as an arrested person. You get fed, that's the issue that we have touched on. You can stretch your legs, the handcuffs are removed from you, you can lay down. Now he says he was going to be bought. My lord, I'm submitting that borders.
You were supposed to be?
He was supposed to be locked in the cells and they can go on their own investigations because he's now in handcuffs from morning, and we will see he has been in handcuffs from around 8 a.m. until 12, not even 12:09, because 12:09 a.m. the 19th, that car leaves
still there.
That area and goes to Ayrton then to Pretoria, where he's booked early hours of the 19th, 2.5 hours or some 2 hours and odd minutes later, he's booked back to say, let's go to Foslera's court. But I'll canvass that towards the end of my submissions. What I'm submitting here is that this idea and notion that he was going to be bought in the cells borders on the ludicrous, my lord. Here is a high-profile target, according to the language used by the police, who, bar for this trip in Carltonville, requires escort from EMPD. He's accused of this heinous crime, yet the police take him without escort on their own frolic to Alberton, and lo and behold, my lord, when they get to Alberton, they forget that AVL will come and say, you were in Alberton at the garage. And something untoward, according to our submissions, accused number 2 was assaulted at that place. That was the purpose. This issue that he was going to be bought, my lord, the standing orders are clear. Accused persons must be, as soon as possible, be returned to the cells to be held there. And we will further expand on that point, but I'll touch it here in case I forget it. They are stuck from around 6 p.m. and the car leaves the engine, Mali Street, whatever streets that were mentioned, Mr. Mgomezulu knows them better, in that area around 9 minutes past 12 a.m. In that period, my lord, there are police stations around Jimiston, Boksburg, Alberton, that they could easily, because of the threat and the target that they are with, have taken accused number 1, temporarily lock him up in whatever police station in the south until the car is repaired, or in the alternative, my lord, now that Jonathan and the other escorts come in, somebody can guard the stricken Toyota Fortuner, and as a matter of urgency, accused number 2 is then taken in one of the escort cars back to safety of the cells in Victoria.
With hindsight, you are correct. Let me make an example for you. These police, Mohano and Mabena, even maybe Mogolejo, instead of phoning a police station in Nongoma to say, go and check this number, what is that school where accused number 2 is supposed to be residing? It's a school, they use a primary school address there.
Yes.
Go and check whether they know whether Atamukhwacheng still lives there.
Yes,
they drive down.
Yes.
Yeah, these are our police.
Yes.
24 hours. We're going to check where Racha lives. And there's Colonel Gomezulu, whom they could have told, hey, you know what, can you go to this area?
And verify this address.
And verify this area. Yeah, so I say with hindsight, you're right. But this is how our police operate sometimes.
As the court pleases, madam.
Family, Ramosepele's closing arguments on this video was more on accused number 2, Bongani Ntanzi. In the comment section, family, let's talk about his performance. How did he perform according to you? Thank you very much, family, for watching to the end. Please like this video. Before you leave, subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. Thank you. Bye.